Hello and welcome to another manga spotlight. This is Shiba Inu Rooms by Omori Isu. So this is based off of a one-shot that came out last year, the summer of last year, and now it's getting its own series. And so chapter 1 was re-released again with chapter 2 last week, and chapter 3 came out today at the time of this recording on Manga Plus. And so we're going to just get right into this. If you guys hear something, it's my fan going. Usually I would turn it off, but it's over 100 degrees right now. So yeah, I'm keeping that on. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up, but if it does, my apologies. So the summary for this. The highly popular one-shot is finally back. A newly built 1 LDK apartment with rent of 4,800 yen. The reason is the earthbound spirit of a Shiba Inu. A heartwarming comedy about a cool and slightly awkward high school girl, Kori, and a quirky Shiba Inu Mu-chan begins. I guess our two main characters are the human Kori and the Shiba Inu ghost, Mu-chan. And so we start off with Kori looking around this apartment, and she's like, wow, this apartment is like amazing. It's spacious. It has a bathroom with a separated toilet. It has a washroom, an expensive kitchen with a stove, and the rent is super cheap. It's only like 48 bucks a month. And she's like, all right, there's got to be something up with this. And so she mentions, yeah, you said that this place was haunted? She's like, I'm cool with that. And the reason for that is because Kori is completely numb to horror in the sense that fear and disgust are not something that she can experience herself. We see that like everyone finds her very weird for that. Like even her parents find her to be like a strange child. Her friends at first think it's kind of like cool, but then they start thinking, oh, maybe there's something off with her. So they try to like test her at one point, and they go to this haunted abandoned building, and they ask for Kori to go in there. She's like, if you really are friends, you'll go in there by yourself. Kori's like, all right, fine, whatever. So she goes inside, and she climbs up to the building, and she peeks out the window, and she waves to her friends to prove that she went inside. And then that's when she gets attacked by dogs. There are actual dogs inside, and they start chasing after Kori. Kori rushes out screaming, run, run, get away, otherwise the dogs are going to get you. And her friends start laughing at her because they think, oh, like she was just lying about being scared. The thing is, Kori isn't scared. She's trying to warn her friends, but they just think, oh, see, she's not. She really is scared. She's scared of the building. And so her friends aren't able to escape in time, and they get attacked by the dogs. And they survive, but everybody blames Kori. They believe that Kori was the one that set the dogs on them for putting them in the haunted house. And so she basically becomes a pariah at the school. No one wants to deal with her. Everyone thinks she's weird or crazy and stuff. And so Kori decides to move to a different school and to also move into an apartment by herself and not live with her parents. And so she has just this very kind of cold, aloof, stoic personality. And so that's her kind of backstory. So the landlady introduces her to her new roommate, the ghost. And the ghost turns out to be a Shiba. And the old lady explains that this apartment used to be like a pound, but it was very, very terrible. Like they used to mistreat the animals here to the point where the animals died. And so when this place was converted into an apartment, all the animals were murdered. And yeah, their ghosts haunt this place. So there's ghost dogs haunting every single apartment. Kori sees one of her neighbors, and he has like 6 or 7 Shiba ghosts living with them. But the thing is that all the Shibas are pretty much normal. Kori's apartment is the only one that has an abnormal dog. And I'll get to that in a moment. So they basically explained to her that these Shibas were mistreated. They just want some love. There's something that they want in life, something that they want to experience, some kind of joy that they never got to experience before. And if they experience it, then they get to ascend into heaven. And so Kori's like, oh, okay. So like, for example, one Shiba was ascended because he received a lot of pets. Another Shiba ascended because he got a lot of cuddles. Another one ascended because he got to eat this rare steak. So Kori's like, okay, so I just gotta basically get my dog to ascend, and then I'll have this a house to myself. Nice. And so she tries to befriend this dog. And Moo is very antagonistic towards her. Like Moo keeps barking at Kori. There's one moment where Moo like bites at her hand. There's another moment where Moo, like Kori tries to give Moo some food, and Moo picks up the bowl and throws it at Kori's face. There's another one where like it leaps at her and swipes at her. So yeah, Kori is very much like, what the hell is wrong with this dog? Why does he keep attacking me and stuff? I've never done anything to him. And so her plans to get this dog to ascend are failing. So Kori eventually calls up a exorcist. And so an exorcist shows up and basically explains, oh yeah, I can totally help you out. You don't got to worry about any of this. I'll exercise it before you know it. Now put these beads around your neck. And Kori's like, no, the spirit is over there. And Kori points to Moo. And the exorcist is like, oh wow, like I've never seen a spirit with such clear presence before. This is amazing. But this little guy isn't evil. The evil spirit is you. And so the exorcist holds up this mirror, and we see just like a bunch of these demonic snakes wrapped up around Kori. And the exorcist explains that you are truly haunted. You're haunted by a 5-headed snake, but it looks like 3 of their heads are gone. How did you slew those snakes? Like, if you were able to kill 3 of the 5 heads, why did you call me and not just get rid of the other 2? And the exorcist points out that the head, around your chest, and around your wrist are dead. And that's when Kori thinks back and realizes that all the parts that Moo attacked were parts where the snakes were. So Moo wasn't actually attacking Kori, he was attacking the snakes that were attached to her. And so the exorcist is like, oh, looks like this little fella saved you. And so the exorcist exorcises the rest of the snake heads from Kori and then leaves. And so Kori goes into the house and basically talks to Moo. And she goes to try to pet him. And last time she tried, Moo bit her. He bit her hands. And now that the snakes are gone, she's able to pet him just fine. And she thanks him, like, thanks for fighting off the snakes. Would it be okay if I live here with you? I'd understand if someone like me would be the last person you'd want as an owner. And Moo's like, nah, it's cool. Like, all those other humans are so damn nosy and excitable. I like you better. And, yeah, we just get this, like, funny expression on Kori's face when she realizes, like, holy cow, this dog is talking to me. Because none of the other dogs talk. Moo can carry on, like, actual conversations. And so Kori's like, okay, that's, like, very weird. Like, none of the other dogs can do that. He asks, like, Kori, like, your hand, like, does it still hurt? Again, he wants to, like, apologize. And Kori asks, so do you want to ascend? And Moo's like, what does that mean? And Kori explains, well, like, if you could move to a world that's free of pain and suffering, would you want to? Moo's like, in that world, would you be there? And Kori's like, I would not. And Moo's like, then screw that. And, yeah, it becomes like this sweet little kind of slice of life where Kori lives with this dog that's actually a ghost that can talk to her. And then there's like a dilemma where she's like, is it okay for me to keep this ghost dog here? Wouldn't it be better if I have him ascend? But the thing is that he doesn't want to ascend. So what do I do? Like, how can I treat him right, but not treat him like enough to the point where he ascends, because he doesn't want to ascend? And so it becomes this balance where she's trying to do right by Moo, but not drown him in goodness, in a sense. Because if she pets him too much, if she gives him everything he wants, if she plays with him all the time, then he will ascend. But at first she starts trying to ignore him, and then that just makes him upset. And then she's like, well, I can't do that. Like, that's messed up. So now I got to balance being nice to him, but not overly doing it. And also just the moral dilemma of, should I have him ascend even if he doesn't want to because it's the right thing to do? Or do I give him what he wants, and that's to remain here? And yeah, this series does like a nice job of balancing the two. It's mostly a comedic slice of life, very like lighthearted and things. A little bit of drama, but not like melodramatic or tearjerker or anything like that. Just more of the drama in the sense of like Kori trying to balance like how much she can do for this dog, but it comes across more as comedic than as, you know, sad or anything. So yeah, this is very much like a lighthearted, pick me up kind of series, something to read if you're feeling kind of down. Very like cutesy. It's basically just a slice of life story about a girl living with this ghost dog, and just a ghost dog that can talk to her, and just like the funniness that comes from that. Because even though Moo can talk, he still has the brain of a dog. And we just have like funny things where she buys him food and she feeds him like a bowl, but he just like garfs it down super quick, and he demands more. So she gives him another bowl, and then he eats that super quick, and he demands more. And she's like, "Well, I can't keep giving you more because one, this is expensive. I can't be buying you bags every single day. I just don't have the money for that." And the dog's just like, "Well, like I'm not full." As they're like communicating, he's like trying to come up with ways to get at the dog food that's up on the table. Like he can't reach it, so he's trying to sneak his way up to it. So we just have like comedic things like that. Yeah, I thought this was a pretty good series so far. Like I really enjoyed the first two chapters, and I was thinking about doing a video on it then, just more of like a review. And then I was like, well, chapter 3 is going to come out soon, so I'll just wait to that and just do a spotlight on kind of like all three of them. And yeah, I've been having a blast with this so far. It's 3 very good, entertaining chapters. It's again, it's a slice of life about a girl and her talking ghost dog. So if that sounds like something up your alley, go give it a read. I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can read it for yourself. But I highly recommend checking it out. So there you go. There's Shiba Inu Rooms. Hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still want to thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next one is more to your liking. With that said, thank you once again, and I hope you guys and gals have a good one. Later.